Quick disclaimer, while we do work at one of America's largest retailers and will allude to it throughout the show, the opinions expressed are purely our own and do not reflect the views or positions of our employer.
Welcome everybody to episode 90 of the PhoneBuzz Podcast, recorded June 24th of 2021. Got a fantastic episode for you this week. OnePlus and Oppo play the merge card, Windows gets a fresh new coat of paint, and Christian finally brushes his teeth. My name is Evan Krause. I'm joined by Zach Overwidney.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Oh, I think we're all a little tired, but we're going to push through
Yeah,
this.
we're pushing through. We got it today. No problem. And Christian Quafford.
Ayo, how's it going? Doing excellent. Per usual.
I'm glad you finally brushed your teeth.
Dude, I am too. It's been a long road, but yeah, we finally brushed our teeth.
You look concerned.
But yeah, because she usually swats at the screen.
Nah, she's a good girl. She'll swat a couple times. That's okay.
It's only a few swats. She's like, hello.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go right into that. So I left the crippling world of AT&T.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you bought a new toothbrush.
No.
I thought he did
Although
too.
I do need to get a new toothbrush head, for sure. Which, this is your reminder, if you're out there, you need to replace your toothbrush every 6 months.
I thought it was
I
3
thought it was
months.
3.
Yeah, at least 6 months.
What?
Because people don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Including me. I
nasty.
need to get a new head on my toothbrush, like ASAP. But yeah, I switched to Mint Mobile.
That's it.
It's fine.
Yeah,
And that's it.
honestly, like, I don't even notice, which is the goal, I guess.
I think the only time you are going to notice is if, like, football season rolls back around. I think you'll notice then.
Yeah, so I've done a couple of speed tests, and when I was sitting waiting for my Chinese food to be done, I had like 110 megabits down, which was pretty impressive. And then I did it at home, and it's like 4. So, yeah, it's running on T-Mobile, so it's like T-Mobile's 5G. So it's
When
like,
did they get bought out?
I don't think they got bought out.
Mint used to be
They're an
AT&T.
MVNO. They're an MVNO. They're not bought or owned by any of them, at least as far as I know.
They're definitely owned by AT&T.
I don't think so.
They are.
Cricket is.
And so is Mint.
I don't think that's true. Why would they not be using their towers then?
That's why I'm confused.
Mint owned by.
I guess no. Mint's owned by Ryan Reynolds now?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mint.com. That's not what I'm looking for. Mint Mobile.
Well, congrats.
Thank you. So I had to buy out my iPhone from AT&T, which was super fun to do.
Does that hurt?
And then, so the way Mint works is you prepay for 3 months at a time. And the first 3 months that you do it, it's like a discounted one. So I'm getting unlimited right now for $30 a month. And then after that, it only goes up. So like if you do it, if you autopay or if you do a 12-month renewal, it stays at that same price point. If you do another 3 months, it goes up by $10, which is still just $40 a month for it. Or if you do a 6 month, it's $35. So it goes up a little bit after that initial period, but
It's all
still
in chunks.
I mean,
Yeah.
you might as well just prepay a year.
See, I probably will because it's working for me so far.
And you can keep that rate.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. But I mean, so far I haven't even noticed it, and like I use Wi-Fi at home, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it's been generally fine. And the
Should have done Google Fi.
I thought about it for a second. Google Fi works with iPhones. There was a couple features. It mentioned like texting with Android phones would be iffy. Yeah, that was straight from the Google Fi support page, and I was like, I don't know about that.
That's fair.
I don't know if that's true, but it's what's on their page, so
Yeah, then
I kind of trust them. Let's see, they're owned by. Yeah, it doesn't really. I don't know. Either way, it works fine. It's good. If you got T-Mobile in your area and you want to save some dough, switch over to Mint Mobile. There you go.
Wow, that's
Unless you want to
impressive.
finance a phone.
Yeah. Then that's the other thing
Then
too.
stay on T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
Anyways, what you guys got going?
Yeah, what check-ins we got?
Do you have anything?
Honestly, not really.
Boring.
Excuse me. We I guess I do have one.
All right.
I bought a couple accessories for my motorcycle. Bought some gloves finally. Needed some good gloves. And then I bought this little helmet rack that I need to install. And then I bought some boxing gloves yesterday.
You what?
Yes.
I was waiting on a hair trigger.
I don't know why. There's not really a purpose, but I kind of want them, so I can beat Zach's ass.
And then punch him in the face afterwards.
There it is.
Yes. So that's all for me.
How much were those gloves?
$20.
Okay.
They're cheap. They're
All right,
they're not
fine.
even good gloves, but
They're made out of that old like wrestling mat material that gets like
No, it's probably
like what's it? Staff gets that stuff on it.
no, he probably bought like inflatable ones. They're
oh
probably
my
just-
god, I'm gonna be pissed.
Dude,
if
we should
they're
get-
inflatable.
We should get sumo suits. That'd be awesome. Those
Yes.
inflatable ones.
And just like run each other in the backyard at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
We almost did.
What?
We almost
did.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys talking about that now.
Yep.
Why didn't that happen?
We probably shouldn't.
I think
our
we-
state of mind was not
Yeah.
there for that purchase.
There's never a bad time to own. How much are they?
They were pretty expensive, like a couple hundred.
Yeah, a couple
Oh
$100 bucks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you have to blow them up. They have to be like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was gonna be sumo suits and nunchucks.
How do the nunchucks come into play?
You
Nunchucks.
just beat the shit out of each other.
It's
you know?
nunchucks, isn't it?
No, that's what I said, nunchucks.
No, I said numchucks.
That's nunchucks.
That's not
Nun.
correct. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
What's your check-in there, Mr. Zachary Whitney?
Yeah. So as we briefly talked about before, as of today, at June 24th, like you said at the beginning of the
Today,
episode,
Junior.
we got our first leaks of the Fold and the Galaxy Z Fold3 and the Flip 3.
Oh boy.
And
Oh,
I say
boy.
you have it pulled up.
Ooh.
I
dig that.
like that flip.
I'd like that flip a lot.
I
too.
like that flip.
I don't know. It's still a
boy.
flip though.
Yeah, I mean, but you actually have a full screen there. Like you can actually
saw
see a
pictures?
full notification.
It's so
Oh yeah, and this article is from our good friends at Droid Life.
Good friends of the show, Droid Life. Hey, it was actually written by Tim. Good job, Tim.
Yeah.
We out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks. I mean, okay. I think I see a cutout for the camera on the Fold 3.
Yeah, and there's still
the top
one
right.
camera there. Yes.
I'd imagine it's smaller than the last one.
Also, with the Fold 3, you get S Pen capabilities. They're bringing the S Pen to the Fold.
Oh snap!
Which that means they have to have like some new glass on it, right? Because like
You'd
the other one
think,
would.
yeah.
The other one you couldn't touch with your fingernail. So like something's got to be.
Surely by
new.
the third iteration, they're gonna have.
I say,
different
and like
screen
when you look at
technologies.
it, you don't really see the like the crease in the center.
Well, that's because of the marketing. They're not gonna try to
Yeah.
show that.
Yeah, that's a promo.
I don't
video
know what I
thing.
like about that color on the flip.
That's disgusting.
not
It's like,
I like
a,
it.
it's like
It's
a
like
yellow
cream.
green.
It's like our walls.
I think it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't like those either.
I don't mess with it.
it's lighter though.
Yeah.
It's like a cream.
It's
the
like
way it looks.
it's like piss gold. That's what it looks like. It looks
Yes.
like piss gold.
It's like like slightly more hydrated piss.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like borderline dehydrated.
Either way, it's just we don't know if it's gonna be the real color even.
I hope
Right, that's
I hope
true.
that's fake.
It's probably
Um,
not. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I still cannot believe. We don't have to go into too much detail. I cannot believe the Fold situation.
Oh my god, I was pissed. I was like, you
Dude!
couldn't just wait. Like
Why didn't you just
30 minutes?
buy it and then like I'll pay you back or Evan will pay you back?
Yeah.
Oh, you're mad at me?
Yeah.
Wait, nobody responded.
Why are you talking?
did.
I responded in like
I
10
did
minutes.
right after. I literally responded right as you
Yeah,
said
and
it.
I said he needed the money today. You guys didn't come up with the idea either.
Well, no, we weren't there. We weren't there to do it.
But Evan could have been like, "Hey, like, oh, can I pay you later for it or
I
something
did.
like that?"
I literally said that.
No.
I literally said
No,
that.
you asked-
I was like, oh, I can pay for it
You-
like Friday or something.
Yeah.
Okay, we might as
And
well
he-
put some context on it. There was an opportunity for us to snag a Fold 2 at a very heavy discount.
Like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a fourth of the price.
yeah, and that's the most detail we'll go into. But
You definitely can't blame me for the situation.
I blame you a
think-
little. Why
I
didn't
think-
you just buy it?
because I don't want it.
Okay, but like, we would have clearly bought it off you.
I see. I don't know if it's. I don't think we should put much of the blame on him.
Everything about that interaction had to go down the way it went down.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know.
It's just upsetting because that would have been the perfect deal. We were gonna split it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. In any of these renders, I have not seen the front of it.
Yeah, no, it's either been fully open or that's the back.
Which, like, I mean, the front as it is right now.
It's not gonna be much different than that.
Damn.
Minus the cameras.
God, this guy's brilliant. The ultimate couch phone. God, I want one. See the front of it. I don't know how they could really make the front of it any better. Like the bezels are already pretty thin. Like from
Drop
Gen
them
'One
down-
to
drop
Gen
them down
2,
more.
I guess
Drop
so.
them out. Let me see.
Nope.
I mean, maybe I doubt it, but maybe 120 hertz on the front.
Oh, does it not currently?
No, they have 60.
60, yeah.
And then when you fold it open, it does 120.
Guys, I might cop a Fold now. That sounds good.
You're a slut because you're gonna make me do it too.
Why would you?
I'll
let you use it. I guarantee I won't use it all the time. What?
We had a nice you what cue up there.
You what? Yes. Yeah, we're making that a soundbite for sure. Guys, oh man,
That does look pretty hot. Is there any more info in that article though?
I don't know about that one. I bounced them back for a few. I know The Verge had one that I looked up.
See, I think I would honestly be interested in the Fold 2 with the price drop.
Even if like you wouldn't want the S Pen support.
no. I'd be too scared of scraping that screen.
I mean, if they sell it with it, I'm sure.
I mean, they make
it's-
screen protectors for the thing.
I would
like-
never put
Yeah,
one on
but
there.
there. Yeah,
I would
ew.
never.
Gross.
I wouldn't put one on the Fold. At least the inside screen.
Even if you use the S Pen.
Dude, how much of a big FU would it be if the S Pen only worked on the outside?
Oh my
That
god.
would be devastating.
I don't like how they're getting away from like being able to house the S Pens.
I was about to
They're
say. I
probably
wish they
not.
would have put it inside.
Well, it's even like the
Well, 'cause look,
S21 Ultra.
That's what it's going to be like.
also is
But they look at this fat pin. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's a
It's
leak, but like
so
if
fat.
that's the pin,
it probably will be.
yeah,
mean,
but
that's
they're not,
about the-
there's no way they could house that in the inside.
That's as big as the pen is now for the S21 Ultra.
Yeah, it's going to be a case thing. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's just
Right.
no way.
But does this like pretty much all but confirm that the notes are dead?
Probably.
The notes aren't coming this year.
I'd say because like now we've integrated the S Pen to the S series finally.
Yeah.
But
And
that
then
doesn't count.
and then also going to be on the Fold 3, and like we have no info about notes.
Yeah, I bet. I don't know. If I had to place
there's-
early money, I'd say they're dead.
Yeah, because there's no like we've been talking about for a couple years now.
Yeah.
There's no point. There's no room for the Note anymore in that lineup.
It's on its last leg for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go look at some Fold 2 stuff. And I can't finance it on AT&T, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Got to buy that shit outright.
Pretty sure it's like 600 off.
Oh, that's a
Right
good
now,
point.
if you finance it,
Just straight up unlocked.
No, you got to finance it, but it comes off today.
F.
Like it's not
Oh.
a bill credits.
too late anyway.
Well, I should go make a rash decision. Go grab one real quick.
Yeah, just go do it.
Yeah, just go do it. Anyways, all right, boys, we ready to move on?
Let's do it.
All right, let's play a round of Dope or Dirt. It's a simple segment. We take turns debuting a new product to the group. We give it our best pitch, and then we decide, is it dope or is it dirt? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah. You usually do whenever you're not too confident in it.
Hit that video.
You tib.
We definitely got to do the video first.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to pronounce its name.
Oh my God.
The secret. Wow. No.
Okay. Pause.
I've
Pause.
seen this before.
Okay, so a couple observations here. One, if you're listening, it's called the Secret bracelet. It's like a bracelet you put on, and then they're sitting in a bathtub and it's projecting a screen onto their
I've
wrist.
seen
like a
something
phone.
like this. No,
Okay,
thank you.
Second observation.
It says concept, but this is a real product.
Okay. This video has 30 million views.
Okay.
Third observation, it's from 2014.
Yeah.
Where did you find this?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
Why are you asking questions you don't need the answer to?
They're using it in a bathtub. He's using it waiting for the train.
Like, come on.
It's not even actually projecting on his skin. Oh my God, did you see that?
No.
Let's go back. Watch when he kind of like moves his wrist a little bit. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
That's such a, God damn it. That's not.
It is projected on the skin.
No,
Yes, it is.
watch his wrist.
Yeah, I saw that. It's just like when your wrist moves, it's just stabilizing with it.
If it's stabilizing, maybe, but I don't know how it does it in that small space.
If it's that tight to your skin, I doubt that it would.
Well, then how else is it getting there?
It's fake. It's a concept video.
It's an internet video. It can't be fake.
There's been a real product launch. Like people
Then
have
find
these.
it.
Okay.
I
Why
want
do you
to
have the
see a
concept?
real product video.
Yeah, why do you have the concept video?
Because I just wanted to show the point of it, not somebody's review on
Okay,
it.
then here.
All right, this. Somebody then.
Hostility. Hang on.
These things are gimmicks. I've never seen one of these work at all.
You've never seen one of these.
Yes, I have. I've seen this video.
Yeah, because you just watched it.
Oh my god. No, I've seen this before. It was in 2014.
You guys need marriage counseling?
I've seen this. I've seen this
Hang on.
video before.
Have you watched the whole video?
You want me to keep going?
No,
Yeah, does
I haven't watched this video at
Oh,
all.
okay. Look up. Just search on YouTube like secret bracelet.
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I sound dumb
I
saying
have
it.
no idea.
Secret.
Grit bracelet.
Like,
Ew, why are there so many
Update.
ads?
Yo, you're getting smacked with those.
yeah, that's not,
Okay. Well, I am more confused than when we started.
I am too now.
Do you have the,
That's pretty dope.
is this the article? This is the article?
Yeah, the one that's under article.
Oh, this is from Snopes, fact-checking website. Claims to project your smartphone directly onto your forearm. Okay.
Oh, butthole.
continue. Oh, what's up, cat?
Butthole. Butthole.
Say, because they had Kickstarters and stuff, and then
Hang on, stop.
I don't know. I read this very briefly. I didn't really. We didn't give a lot of time.
Huh. So,
But like they have
But-
like about us and stuff, and like they.
But are you sure this is like a legit product? Because you haven't really spent a whole lot of time looking at it.
I mean, I know there's people out there that have them. I don't know how well they work. It's the idea of it is more what I was getting at here, of it being pretty cool. But like, I don't know, because there's like a lot of info on it, and it's been around since 2014. And there's still like you can still order these. They're still in a pre-order stage, which is weird. But
From 2014.
okay, hang on. This is from
Yikes.
Reddit. For our new users, the secret bracelet was a crowdfunder that was meant to produce a projection bracelet.
so it's secret. That's how you say it.
Yeah. One key. Okay. As time went on, a lot of questions were asked. Since the video. Okay, so the title says, after over half a decade of promising a projection bracelet, no finished products have been shipped and their websites are down. So it looks dead.
Yeah. Well.
First comment says, all right, then keep your secrets.
Nice.
Yeah. This is.
Top tier.
Sorry.
Can I vote for you?
Yes. I thought it was pretty dope.
That's brash.
No, you didn't.
It's pretty cool.
It was cool until we figured out.
It could be cool.
It's not.
Yeah.
I told you.
Oh. Great
Well,
detective work.
You are always right though. When I'm not confident, I go first. Just get this out of the way.
All right, I'm second least confident, so let's do mine.
Okay.
Um,
Let's get this thing open.
All right, so this is pretty dope, and I think you'll agree.
Would you like me to play the video? Got him.
I said Kickstarters. I was gonna red bar them. I'm true to my word.
That sucks.
At least they exist.
Oh. I changed the board. Never mind.
Gotcha, bitch. There's a man setting up his MacBook with 2 screens. Yeah, buddy. Plugging it in. Plugging all his things in. Okay, we'll pause that. Okay, so what we're looking at here is, have you ever seen, I guess if you're listening to describe it, it's like those 12 South, I think is the company name, that has like those MacBook Arc stands. It's like a stand and it looks like an Arc and you put your MacBook inside of it.
Yeah.
And it sits inside of it. Well, this product, they basically took that design, which is really popular, and they, on the bottom of it, they basically made it a massive hub for like every type of input output you could ever want for a MacBook. So it's got like USB 3, it's got like USB-C, it's got Ethernet, it's got VGA, it's got micro SD cards. It's got every, I think the actual term is like 13 ports. So you can plug your laptop into it, just use the Type-C port on it and then connect to all these different things.
So is that just like a storage?
I don't know if it has storage on it, but
like is that what that cutout is up there?
It's
You
just a
just-
holder.
yeah, the cutout's for you to place your MacBook in it.
Yeah, so you don't actually use it, just like a holder
Right.
for it.
But
This one's a docking station.
this one's a docking station
I'm
and a holder.
talking about this one that's by 12 South. Like that's just a holder, right?
That's just a
Yeah.
holder.
yeah. Okay.
And that holder is $60. This thing costs $159, and it does all those things.
Whoa.
And you can usually get those big hubs for like they cost like $80 on their own sometimes to get a bunch of ports.
They're like 100.
Yeah, if you get that many ports on it, 100%. Yeah, you can also do 2 displays off of it.
Oh, 4K too.
You can do charging through it. It does all that stuff in one convenient product.
You know, I dig it.
Let's go.
I like stuff like this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty slick.
I thought about getting one of these.
If I had a dual monitor situation, I would do that. My only issue with it, now that you guys have already given it a green, is that I use my MacBook as a second screen. So like I wouldn't use this.
So that was my thing, but I always get roasted whenever I have anything negative.
Your thing just sucks. That's
No,
not my
I meant
fault.
like when I like rebuttal my like when I'm just like, oh, I don't like it for this. You're just like, you don't like anything.
Look.
But
Jab,
Rebuttaling
jab,
your
jab.
rebuttal.
so my bigger thing was, is it sidecar now or is that what's coming?
Sidecar is what you can do. It's universal control is what's coming.
Yeah, like that kind of defeats the purpose of needing to do this in some aspects. Like if you want to use regular monitors, yes, but like there is a way to do this inside of Apple without adapters now.
Yes,
But not
if
all
you're
the
if you're
extra features,
using
though.
Other Apple
if
products.
you're using an iMac
Yeah.
with it. If you're
Yeah.
not using an iMac, this will still come in handy.
I thought Macs could do it too. No.
Well, you can, but I'm saying you'd have to have a MacBook and an iMac, or like a MacBook and an iPad. You have to have
Yeah.
2 Apple devices to use universal control or
Yeah.
or Sidecar.
Which I feel like most people probably do.
Do they though?
I mean,
don't know.
you do.
I mean, I'm not most people though.
Yeah.
I also have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach,
Stop.
diarrhea.
I hate you.
Anyways, yeah. So let's go. I'll vote it for it too. What you got, Mr. Ivanka the Blanca Kronka?
All right.
What's
yes.
yours?
So this is mine.
Yeah, here we are again. I'm just-
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter crowd.
I'm gonna have to jump on the bandwagon.
Dude,
it's getting hard.
They're so good.
It's so much easier. Okay, so a couple things. 1, they're always fresh. 2, they have videos with them, which is super easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
it's the way to go.
Plus, there's just so many different options on there. It's hard not to be able to
Why
find
don't you just change the segment to like,
Kickstarter crap.
yeah,
Kickstarter. Yeah.
I think that's
Crap on Kickstarter.
I think that's a segment from iDubbbz, so maybe we can't use that name.
yeah,
but,
we'll
you
figure
know,
something out. We'll figure something out. All right.
Doper Dirt Kickstarter.
Y'all ready?
Yep. Let's
Here we
do
go.
it.
Kickstart Doper Dirt.
Nice. Beats fresh.
Cycling is awesome for people and for the planet. But riding can be stressful. Finding your way can be tricky. Riding on unsafe, busy roads is horrible. And not knowing the key info you need when you need it leaves you feeling in the dark.
Yeah, it does.
At Beeline, we believe every ride should be a great one. So, after years of development and feedback from thousands of riders, we're introducing our next generation cycle computer, Beeline Velo 2. With easy route planning, navigation, and tracking,
Oh.
Velo 2 gives you everything you need to have a safe and enjoyable ride every time. Velo 2 is slimmer, lighter, and more waterproof and
They
shockproof.
still haven't said what it is.
It's easy to pop onto your handlebars, and with up to 20 hours of battery life, it'll keep up with you all day. Via your smartphone, you can easily plan, customize and save journeys, import GPX files, and choose from routes that are built for cycling. Many popular cycle route providers are failing to optimize their routes for, well, cycling. That's why in
I think-
countries
I think
covered
we-
by
we get the
Beeline
point.
Smart
Oh,
Routing,
Point.
you'll receive up to
Here's the thing: if you were just listening to that, you probably still don't even know what it is.
Yeah, that's
because they
true.
didn't really say it.
Yeah.
it's a little circular display you can put near your bike handle. That I'm gonna miss some things here, but you can plan a navigation route, and it will use GPS and basically display. It's basically a display for your bike that can connect to navigation, connect to turn-by-turn directions, and probably a bunch of other things.
Question:
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
So that I didn't write it down. Let me look. I think it's only
Wow.
80 bucks.
I mean, Compared to, I'm kind of a noob in the biking situation.
They actually compare it to a couple different features or a couple different options, like a Garmin, other things. Let's see, they have it on here somewhere. I just got to scroll down to it.
I can't keep up. Oh, here it is.
There we go. Here we go. So what normally is a Garmin is 170. This one,
Lazing Macro Plus.
I don't know what that one is, but you know, this has all the features plus what these have for about what the really is. So it has. I mean, even though it is not going to be, since it's obviously not powered, it runs off battery, and so I don't know if you guys caught it. It was 8 hours.
It was 20 hours.
20 hours. Thank you. Of nighttime use. Up to 6 months on standby.
That's a lot. So, okay, what else does it do besides?
I think that's all it does.
So, it has different features depending on how you want to ride. So, they have what's called a fast route, which will get you there quickly as possible. Quiet route will prioritize roads that feel the safest and balance routes to blend the two. So, it will not only help you like find your way, but it'll make sure it's like the best experience for you. And I really like this idea because the other day, I was going to an event for my aunt, and I was on my motorcycle, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to take the highways because I'm not ready for that yet. So I had to put a navigation on my phone that went around highways, and then I couldn't have it because I don't have a mount. So I'd use my Apple Watch the whole way there. And so it's like these extra steps where I believe they have a motorcycle mount as well, where it can do the same thing.
So can that be used for motorcycles, or is it just for bikes?
I believe they have a motorcycle mount.
So that's pretty cool.
So,
Okay. Question. Does it do anything like media controls? That would be the only other thing I could think of is like if you
I don't believe so.
Because what I'm picturing is like you have your phone connected to it. And
it's got to be Bluetooth because you connect your phone.
So you can you can upload GPS coordinates onto it through the app. You don't have to have the phone.
It's not a live GPS. It's not live Bluetooth.
It is if your phone's connected to it. You don't have to have your phone though.
Oh, notifications. So for smartphone, hang on, there it is.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm
battery buttons, 4 physical buttons,
text alert or turn on alert.
Rocker top.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, probably not. Which I mean, that's not necessarily the point of it though.
Yeah, that would be cool though. Like I'm sure they can build on this idea. I mean, it is cool, so I'll give it a dope. And like the price seems about right. I don't know a whole lot about biking, but I do know it's expensive. Like a lot of little pieces are expensive. Actually, I just thought of this. Do you guys have bikes up here?
No. I mean, I could get one.
Dang. I
have a Jeep.
Dad just gave me like one of his old bikes. I need to get it fixed up a little bit. Like we should go riding.
Yeah.
Dope.
We could go.
And you can use your Ninja.
MKT Trail.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, use my Ninja. Oh yeah, we can do that too.
So I'm gonna go this route.
Okay.
The only reason why is because for $100 more, you can get an Apple Watch. And an Apple Watch does exactly this, plus you get all your health measurements and everything like that. And I think that's worth the $100 there. It's a really cool concept. I like it, but I don't think it's practical. Because you can now even with Apple Watch, and they updated maps too in the WWDC, and it's gonna do exactly that kind of thing. It's gonna be able to choose fastest route, safest, and balance. It has that.
Yeah.
And so I think the $100 be worth it, and there's no need for this anymore.
See, I agree with. I'm 50-50 on that.
When you compare it to Garmin's, but the fact that Apple Watches are getting so advanced now, and we're talking 50% of America has Apple Watches, and if
what?
50% of Americans have Apple products. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, excuse me.
All that, the ecosystem's there, and like I said, for $100 more, you can get a Series 3.
What if you just mounted an Apple Watch on a bike mount? Like that,
as long
be
as
way smaller, but
yeah, and as long as you didn't have a passcode, it would never lock.
Because what I was gonna say is, yes, the extra features that the Apple Watch brings definitely is clutch, and yeah, I wish this did something similar to that.
Even if that one could somehow do calories burned or something, put in your measurements and how fast you go. Because I know there are other devices that can do that, and it doesn't have to be on your wrist.
what are you saying?
Like treadmills. Treadmills can count your calories burned. You don't even.
I don't trust the machines.
Yeah, well.
He says with an Apple Watch on. All right. Okay. Well, that was an interesting roller coaster of doper dirts. So, yeah. Anyways, boys, have you seen this? Have you heard about this? From Gizmodo, One overused description of Android is the platform of choice. But what happens when those choices all become exactly the same? The recent news that OnePlus is headed for deeper integration with its overseas parent company, Oppo, could cause a shakeup in the Android smartphone landscape.
What did you just say?
Oppo.
Is it really Oppo?
Uh-huh.
It's not Oppo.
I was going to stop you in the beginning, but no, it's Oppo. Google and Samsung offer pretty mainstream Android phones, but OnePlus had carved out a nice spot for itself as a maker of more affordable, yet still powerful Android flagships. Android enthusiasts in particular regarded OnePlus for not only carrying on the feel of the Nexus devices, but also veering into the bleeding edge tech. But the company's direction has shifted in recent years. Its flagship models graduated to Samsung level prices, and it introduced the more economical Nord models with an eye toward expansion. With Oppo in the driver's seat, what will happen to Android's last niche brand? Well, since OnePlus is effectively joining forces with its money daddy, nice, there's some hope that this will fix some of its update delays. In a statement in the OnePlus forums, the company's current CEO, Pete Lau, a former executive at Oppo, offered a bit of optimism at how the merger would positively affect the brand, saying, quote, with this deeper integration with Oppo, we will have more resources at hand to create even better products for you. It will also allow us to be more efficient, for example, bringing faster and more stable software updates for OnePlus users, end quote. At its essence, OnePlus is still a tiny brand playing in a sandbox with long-established giants. It helps to have a giant global company like Oppo to back it up. OnePlus can even solidify itself as one of the few Chinese brands competing in the United States, a market that has prevented some of Oppo's overseas rivals, namely Huawei, from gaining a foothold here. Haven't heard that name in a while. Whether that takes away from OnePlus's initial scrappiness remains to be seen. The end result could be a well-resourced brand that can offer Android users more choice, or it could spell the end for a once exciting smartphone maker that has since lost its way. So, what's your initial reaction to this?
I'm
OnePlus and
confused.
Oppo getting merged. What?
What's the significance? I don't understand.
So OnePlus and Oppo were under the same, they've always been under the same parent company, which is BBK Electronics, but they only like kind of shared some info. Like if you ever look at the charging bricks that they used to use, like they're all pretty similar. Or if you look at the designs of some Oppo phones, they usually use about the same designs on OnePlus phones, but that's kind of where the similarities end. Like they're pretty different other than that. But now the R&D and a lot more resources basically in the production phase are going to be merged together. So they're less independent from one another and more similar.
So are we still going to have Oppo phones?
Yeah, we'll still have Oppo phones and we'll still have OnePlus phones. It's just that they're going to probably look and feel a lot more similar than they used to.
Who cares?
I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, maybe because I've never even heard of Oppo until this day.
What?
Whoa, are you serious?
Yeah.
I swear we've talked about it like
A lot.
in passing, but like definitely have mentioned it before.
I definitely have never seen an Oppo phone in my life.
I mean, they're mostly sold in China, so it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen. Actually, that's not true. I've seen a couple in person.
Yeah, I
It
saw
was
one at Best Buy.
the R15, and I remember it because it looked like an old LG phone. It was like
Gross.
white and had a square camera on the back. Gross, disgusting.
That actually may be the one you showed me.
Maybe.
It could have been that one.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It doesn't, like, what? If they're still going to make phones, they still look the same. They're just going to be more the same. Then why even have two phones? Like
Yeah.
why still have
That's
two
a good
phone
point.
brands? Like, it
Okay.
just,
So
I think I'm still just more confused on what this is getting at.
No, that's fair. Okay, so like,
Like, are the phones going to be cheaper because they're going to use each other's resources?
see, that's the argument is like, the prices have been climbing for OnePlus phones because they've been like going towards Samsung's and the iPhone pricing tier. And so the fear is that they're going to like lose that sort of like product soul and product identity and then just like become like Samsung where they release 30 phones a year and none of them really matter anymore. But the bigger reason behind it is because the United States market is like notoriously hard to get into, especially for phone makers.
Yeah.
And so the fact that OnePlus even
Ask
has
LG.
has some hold in the market is very difficult to do. And so what they're doing here is they want to still use the OnePlus brand and then just like pump Oppo resources into it instead of like letting it be its own thing because they're pretty stagnant in terms of market share. So instead of just selling Oppo phones in the United States, they're like Trojan horsing into OnePlus, if that makes
Gotcha.
sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I know. What's your reaction on that, Evan?
I don't know. This is kind of over my head a little bit. I mean, I think it's probably gonna be good overall for OnePlus.
I feel like it's gonna be better it's gonna have more effects on Oppo, not OnePlus.
What you mean?
Like, I think it's just gonna give Oppo more of a chance to become a small name in the U.S. marketplace.
Well, that's the thing is like they probably won't even use that name in the United States. It'll just be OnePlus.
But yeah, but Oppo will have revenue here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, the name won't be used, but I think it's more beneficial for Oppo than OnePlus because OnePlus isn't really changing much. They're just, it sounds like giving using more resources and outsourcing a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What about you?
I'm a little torn. I don't know. I haven't felt compelled to get a OnePlus phone since the 7 Pro. So I don't know. I kind of fell out of love with them a little bit. Not that I don't still really like my current phone.
Also, if you want to know what he's talking about more, you have an article on it.
Oh, I do. I do actually have an article on it on Droid Life, aforementioned. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Kellen. But yeah, I haven't been super jazzed about a OnePlus phone since the 7 Pro. And so the fact that they're $1,000 now is kind of a turnoff. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's natural that they outgrow their original fan base because the people at the beginning love them because they were cheap prices and you get, pretty solid hardware and really good software for the price. But, that was a small fraction of the people that would buy the phone. So I'm glad if they fill the LG void and if the Oppo thing helps them get there just because I like the software so much more than Samsung phones. So I think overall it's good for the company. It's not good for the diehards. But I think the diehards are kind of dying off a little bit. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of nuance to this, and there's a lot of things that we probably don't understand about it.
Yeah,
which is fair. But I don't know. From a consumer standpoint, I'm excited that people have a choice from Samsung software, and they can actually get some good software on a $1,000 phone with some good hardware. The biggest difference is Oppo in China has been really known for their camera quality, which is one thing that OnePlus has kind of suffered from. So if they can take some camera prowess from them, that'd be dope too. So. I think overall it'd be good for the average consumer, not so great for the diehards.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right, boys. This episode of the PhoneBuzz Podcast is brought to you by Nomad. Are you looking to freshen up your tech, make it feel new again? Or maybe you're looking for that perfect charging solution to get rid of the cord mess behind your nightstand. Well, Nomad has a solution for that and more. Treat your iPhone to some high-quality, genuine Horween leather with their new lineup of cases. And when you're done with that, you put your iPhone, you put your AirPods, and your Apple Watch all beautifully together in one of their stunning 3-in-1 wireless chargers. What caught your eye here, Zach?
The card for the AirTag. Because I've been talking about how I'd like to put an AirTag in my wallet because I always lose my wallet. But I have the little, I don't have it on me right
This is actually the first time I'm seeing this too.
Yeah. So now I can actually put that in my wallet and use an AirTag finally.
I'm really interested for the wallet.
That's gonna be a thick boy, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be as thick as an AirTag.
Yeah, I don't think.
Although maybe they're building their wallet to be they take that into account. They got a slightly bigger slot for it. I don't know.
I just feel in general it's a big card though.
I don't think so. Oh, there's got to be some. I'm interested there. Oh, they have a walnut edition of the base station hub. Oh my good God, that looks hot. So if you want to check out that, any of the wireless chargers, titanium Apple Watch bands, AirTag holders for your dog, any of that stuff, go ahead and click the link in the description of this episode to refresh your tech today. And when you do, you're also supporting the PhoneBuzz Podcast.
That's us.
There's us. All right, boys. I don't know if you heard about this, but Windows 11, it got announced today. It's fresh and out there.
Windows 10 is the last operating system.
Okay, I was reading about that. I think he got misquoted. That's the prevailing wisdom I keep seeing.
It was blowing up all over Reddit.
Yeah, it's the last version of Windows, which is ironic because when I booted up my computer for work today, it blue screened on me.
Oh, yikes.
It's super cool.
Hey, you need some...
Whoa.
You need some help with that. I know my way around a blue screen or two.
Of course you do.
Yeah, you know what those are like.
Yikes. So what we're going to do here is we're going to watch, I forget who this is from. It might be from The Verge. They did a quick recap of the Windows. It's not quite as girthy as the Apple events. So yeah, it's 7 minutes long. Let's get into it. This is Microsoft Windows 11.
Modern, fresh, clean, beautiful. From the lock screen to Windows Hello. Windows 11 welcomes you. We put start at the center. It puts you at the center.
No.
It's what you need closer to you. Simplified.
Okay.
It's cloud powered.
No.
This is the most
No.
market like throw up vocabulary I've ever seen. Like they move the taskbar from the left side to the center, and they're like, it's all about you. You're in the center.
How are you gonna have decades of operating systems with start on the left and go, we're gonna put it in the center?
Well, it's the newness about it. It was there and now it's there. It's new. Although I did read you can actually change it back to the left side, which is what I will be doing.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. I just love it.
Serve you the docs and the apps you need. We redesigned the themes. We looked at light mode, dark mode, tuning the contrast with the materials so the content stands out. You'll notice the rounded corners throughout the entire product.
See,
So
big things like this, yes, it's just an operating system, but for a lot of different things, whenever there's big updates like this, I like the facelift that comes with it.
Oh yeah,
How everything looks bubbly, everything looks
Also,
very unique.
does anybody
and
actually
all
use?
these kind of,
I mean,
Does anybody actually use the default stuff though?
like the default themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
I
guess you don't
the
have a
only
PC
thing I have
anymore,
now is my work computer,
Yeah.
and it's a VDI, so I can't really change anything.
Okay. Also, that looks okay. I'm not a fan.
Windows 11 is turning into Mac OS.
I was about to say I'm not a fan of the square look. I think it looks
Old.
Yeah, it looks old, but also
Windows 98.
They kind of did it right because it's not like mega curved like the iPhone stuff is nowadays. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. Samsung crap is super mega curved on the software, and I hate it. But this is just enough. I think it's just enough of a curve to like still look professional and not bland, and not go overboard and look like a toy.
Fair.
The softer visuals, they happen on the apps that you open as well. And when we talk about the materials coming together seamlessly, this is what we mean. Watch as I open what looks like a sheet of glass that slides over the top of the product. Windows updates are 40% smaller, and they're more efficient as they happen.
Did he say 4%?
I think he said 40, but like that's like
like,
saying you
wow.
could get 20% more toilet paper. Like compared to what?
Yeah.
Like your old toilet paper? Yeah, I don't know.
In the background.
The new Start menu, with its simple, clean, and beautiful centered layout, is optimized so you can find what you need quickly. Use the search bar to find things anywhere, on your PC, OneDrive, and the web. Use the recommended section to jump right back to editing. Start utilizes the cloud and the power of M365 so you can see your recent files.
Okay.
No matter what.
That would actually be pretty useful.
Yeah. I don't have it, but yeah.
The recent files thing, just because like you, I use it on my work computer, and so I'm like constantly opening up like Excel files or PowerPoint files. Like that could be legitimately useful.
Yeah.
The problem is like you never know where they're going to be on that screen. I'd imagine most recent open is like first.
Let's say you get to skip a step of that, right? Otherwise, you have to open up Word and then search a recent tab inside the application, whereas this is just going to get you right there.
Yeah, as long as it works like you would expect it to, which there's no way to quantify that besides like actually using it.
Yeah.
As long as it works like it should, that's cool.
Agreed.
Platform or device you were viewing them on earlier. In fact, I was looking at this Power and Simplicity document on my phone this morning.
Wow.
And now with just
macOS.
one tap, I'm right back into it. Introducing Snap Layouts. New on Windows 11, layouts tailored to the size of your screen.
Dope.
Pick the layout that suits you. And with a couple of clicks, you're set up to do your best work.
Okay, they basically
Now-
just like headlocked macOS and just like threw it down because they don't even have like window snapping, do they? By
Yeah.
default?
Yeah.
Does Monterey have it?
They've had it for a while.
They have not had automatic window snapping.
Like, are you talking?
I'm talking like if you swipe it to the right side of the screen, it'll
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah.
No, that's an add-on.
I know I had it in what?
He's
it was-
talking Mac OS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Catalina was before Big Sur, right?
I don't know. I think so. Big
Yeah.
Sur. Yes, it was before. I don't know how much before it.
Because all you do is if you press and hold the green right there, like the green one, press and hold that. Boom. You can literally
Was that by default?
go left or right,
I do.
and then it'll ask you for the other one.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah.
I've always used Better Touch Tool, which it like adds that onto it. It's a software add-on, but it basically mimics exactly how Windows does
But
it.
yeah, that's how you do it.
Well, I learned a thing today, but I mean, it's pretty.
I think that's cleaner. 'Cause you don't
What?
even-
Show me it.
yeah.
So you hold down on this.
I've never known
Yeah.
that.
So that's even cleaner because you don't even have to drag anything.
I don't know. I mean, the fact that I didn't even know it was there, like,
That's your fault.
okay, all right, Apple. That's your fault. You're holding it wrong.
It's that feature is starting to sound like 3D Touch.
It's so much more intuitive.
You had it, but nobody knew it.
RIP 3D Touch. It's so much more intuitive though to just like smack it against the side.
But like, I'm just saying it's less movement because you have to go
It is
grab
less
the
movement.
page and then go all the way over to the right. This one you can just go up there, press and hold. And
Yeah, but like it's
pull
just
down.
a fluid little flick. It's just a flick of the wrist.
I mean, yes and no, because I know like that snap tool is gonna be nice on my second monitor because I always like I'll run Discord and iTunes usually like together, and like I hate the fact that I have to always slide one over in order to initiate the split screen.
Although, okay, so if you're listening, I guess they didn't super explain it, but so you have your normal like left and right windows open on a desktop screen, and now you can select from like these preset like 4s or 3s. So it basically gives you all these different layout options just before you even snap anything up there. It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Apparently convenience.
Windows 11, when you return to what you were doing after handling the interruption, or even when you return to the PC after being away from it for a while,
This has very hard Apple vibes. Just saying.
you don't have to remember where you were or waste time setting things back up. Not anymore. This is Snap Groups, the collections of apps that I was using, sitting right here in the taskbar.
dope.
An
Just like
extra
Mac
monitor
OS.
gives you more screen space to spread
they
out.
made the dock.
And you have the convenience of taking your device with you. When you do need to move around, the windows on your monitor minimize to your laptop so they don't disturb what you were doing. And now with Windows 11,
Also,
and
it
this
could
is
be
where
an
the magic really
inconvenience.
happens.
I'm pretty sure it
Also
already
true.
does that. I think it already does that.
Try
At
it
least
out.
I know whenever I have my like computer docked at work and then I like take it off of it. I think it already does that.
I'm turning into a minority with this.
Wait, which
Like I feel like I'm one of the only people that have zero like no need or reason to use docks, like docking stations and all that.
it's pretty awesome.
But I guess like the main reason why is I guess I do have a dual monitor setup on.
And a full desktop.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah, a full desktop on dual monitors kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use it mostly because like I go back and forth between like the conference room so like other people can't hear me, and then like my desk quite often with my laptop, and I have two
you
monitors
can
hooked
cry.
up into the back of it. Yeah, and so whenever I
You know
cry.
what the funny thing is? What's that? I brought a different shirt and I didn't change.
It's okay, you're only human.
Yeah.
When you reconnect, everything is back where you had it before. It's easy to get lost in a bunch of tabs.
But yeah, what
With
if
one
you're
click,
It already
you can
does
switch
that.
to vertical
So,
tab.
My question is like, what if you're like Christian, and I imagine when you're working back and forth, you're leaving the same tabs open.
Yeah.
Like that kind of be an inconvenience because now you have to go reopen all those tabs. Like I understand that
Yeah.
99% of the time it's gonna be great, but it's kind of like the AirPod switching. It's awesome until you don't want it to do it,
Right.
and then it's frustrating.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
sure you can turn it
hard about like if I actually because I'm pretty sure whenever I take it off, it minimizes those other ones, and then the thing, whatever.
say-
I could be wrong.
It's probably
What-
to a
give
different
us-
level just because they wouldn't be like shining it as a new feature.
See, I know that's the thing that keeps like bugging me. I'm
Yeah.
like, surely it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm believing anymore.
The second way we're making it easier to know
computer's
where you
actually
are
just
is
crashing.
with desktops.
Always.
You can have one for home, one for school,
Neat.
one for
Wow,
work.
like focus.
What is this?
You can even have one for
Like
gaming.
profiles.
I'm super excited today
No, you're not.
to announce to you Teams integration
Stop.
directly into Windows. Now, you can connect.
Okay, so I watched MKBHD's new video. Did you watch it on Windows 11? So Microsoft owns Skype,
Yeah.
right? They bought Skype, yet they're
A
using
long
Teams
time ago.
when Skype is way bigger than Teams is.
I don't
No.
know.
And they're gonna
No.
yes, 100%.
I wouldn't say so anymore.
I
I say
feel like they are.
I would say Zoom's over Skype now.
Oh, for sure. We're not comparing Zoom. We're comparing
But, like-
Teams versus Skype.
So you have to think Teams is set up for corporate level.
Right,
A
but
lot.
we use
you'll see
Teams.
this. They're not gonna just
What do you
I
use?
went to it.
One touch, the icon front and center on the taskbar. It's just fast and you're in. You can chat, call, video call with anyone, anywhere
call,
in the
video
world.
call.
And no matter
It's not-
what
they're
platform you're
pointing
using,
not
it
towards
doesn't
business.
matter. I want to introduce you to a new
I
feature.
don't know. They might be.
Windows widgets.
I mean, another thing too is like this. Teams could be using Skype servers, and they're just
Yeah, they might
too-
integrate it a little bit more tightly.
Well, it's kind of like the Teams probably uses like the Skype servers and stuff like that, but then you can also have Skype as a standalone kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All I know
So-
is like we like Teams is what we use as a corporation.
Same with.
Because like Skype doesn't.
What do you guys use? Anything?
Yeah, we use WebEx.
The hell WebEx?
Oh.
Similar to everything else.
Oh.
It's just like it's more of like a business, like kind of like Teams.
Yeah. I mean, people bitch about Teams. I think it's pretty cool. It's like Slack or any of those messengers too. Like you can have individual channels and like meetings and stuff. It's a pretty robust. Like we do a lot of stuff day to day in Teams.
I think my only issue with Teams is like if you don't ever use it or like you rarely use it, like they just throw it in your face. Like use my service. It's like stop. Just no. Like
yeah, it's like the Skype of Microsoft.
Yeah.
Got him.
You saw this earlier. It's this beautiful sheet of glass. Windows Widgets is a new personalized feed powered by AI.
It's on the left though.
Serving you curated content.
I have a 2-in-1 because I didn't want to also buy a tablet. But to be honest, I never use it without the keyboard because it feels too different. Windows 11 always feels like Windows. And you'll see what I'm talking about as soon as you detach your keyboard. It's the same beautiful centered taskbar, just with a touch more space between the
really
icons.
selling that center taskbar.
We've added
you mean
bigger
you didn't
touch
go back to
targets
the Windows
and
8
subtle
tablet
visual
mode?
cues to make resizing and moving windows easier. You still have Snap to make the most of your screen, and when you rotate, not only is it smooth, but we've stacked them on top of each other because it just makes sense.
Fucking just like hinges itself.
He's like, not only is it smooth, and it just takes 5 seconds to rotate. It's smooth, super smooth.
Not only that, but like
Most smooth.
with a 2-in-1, you just you expect this to happen, right? Like there shouldn't be a highlight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good that they're highlighting it, but yeah, you're right.
It just means it's that bad they don't remember it.
like you remember how it used to be? It's a little bit better now.
Like, are you telling me that if you had a 2-in-1, you couldn't ever do this already? Because that sucks.
I mean,
that's true.
I think they're just making it more tablet friendly. Like, I think there's less of a drastic shift in what you're seeing visually, and so like all the little cues are a little bit more subtle, switching from a laptop to the tablet mode. I think that's their angle here.
Okay.
I don't know though
Because it just makes sense.
It doesn't.
We've also added gestures, and they're the same ones you use on the trackpad today. You can use the new touch keyboard, which is amazing. And last but certainly not least, voice typing. Arguably the fastest way to get your ideas down on paper. Windows 11 is so good at recognizing what you say. And it can automatically punctuate for you. We've redesigned the entertainment tab to bring you top movies and TV shows from across streaming services, all in one place. Then you can either cuddle up in bed or project to your TV with wireless connect.
Games can look better than ever on Windows 11 thanks to Auto HDR, which automatically updates your game's lighting and color to high dynamic range. The results can be dramatic. Just check out this side-by-side comparison of Skyrim from our own Bethesda game studio.
See, the funny thing about
over 1,000.
You're a disgusting human if you don't even go in and turn HDR on.
The funny thing about these is like every time they try to show you the difference between like one video and another, you got to realize you're still looking at the same screen. Like you're looking at your screen, looking at these differences. So it's always like stupid dramatic difference. It just cracks me up.
Games,
But it's huge.
including Age
So
of
big.
Empires Definitive Edition, Rocket League, DayZ, and even Doom 64 will be automatically enhanced
guess
on
what?
Windows
Already have
11
HDR
devices
on.
that support HDR. With top-performing PCs running Windows 11, new games can load faster than ever thanks to a breakthrough technology called direct storage, which we first pioneered in the Xbox Series X and S.
That's cool.
This means you get to experience incredibly detailed game worlds rendered at lightning speeds without long load times. We created Xbox Game Pass, built right into Windows 11 through the Xbox app. Game Pass is a membership built to bring the power of games to everyone.
Oh,
For a
check
low
in.
monthly
I bought Game
price,
Pass.
you have
Nice.
full access to a library of hundreds of
Xbox?
games, whether it's an action.
I mean, it's on PC, but yeah.
Oh,
It's you get 3 months for $1 right now.
that was pretty dope.
That's not bad.
Clutch.
Game like Halo, a grand strategy game like Crusader Kings 3, or an indie legend like Undertale, we've got you covered.
We've
Love Undertale.
rebuilt the Microsoft Store from the ground up, and we built it for speed. And whether you use the commerce engine
I am.
that we help you with, and you want industry-leading rev share from that,
Faster than fast.
or
Quicker than quick.
bring your own commerce engine. And if you do bring your own commerce engine, you keep 100% of your revenue. We keep 0. A great example of where all this store technology comes together is with Adobe, who are just doing amazing work. Bringing the Creative Cloud and Document Cloud directly to the Microsoft Store. Just one more small surprise. Android apps coming to Windows. They can be integrated into Start. They'll be integrated in your taskbar.
Oh, God.
You can window the way Carmen showed you earlier with these apps, and they're discoverable through the Microsoft Store using the Amazon App Store.
That's pretty
We
dope.
love that the Microsoft Store continues to be more open, inviting our developers in, inviting more apps into the store, inviting you as our customers to use any app that you love.
Thank you, Verge.
I never use the Microsoft Store.
They're absolutely shanking Apple that last line there.
100%.
Yeah, I've never used it either, but like, I don't know what it would be, but I can picture myself using an Android app just like on a small screen on my current like work device. I don't know what it would be, but I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Huh.
I feel like they just turned Windows 10 into Windows 10 Mac.
Yeah.
This will be the last thing I say about it. I'm going to put it to rest.
Okay.
Every other year, there has been a positive Windows update.
Uh-huh.
It's been XP. No, it was XP, Vista.
Oh, you mean
No,
mean
no.
generation?
No,
Generation.
Vista was
Vista, XP, 7, 8, 10. So
point.
they're gonna have to either break this year and break the cycle or the curse of every other year.
I think they are going to break
or
this cycle.
they're going to have to. They're gonna drop.
They're going to
it.
break the cycle.
Really? You think there's gonna be a
I
hit?
think they will too.
Oh my god. It's all right. It's just okay.
Yeah.
Windows 11. It's fine.
Exactly. I don't think it's going to be anything where it's like Windows 8 where it's going to tank into weird, awful, ugly tiles at all times. But I also don't think it's going to be a huge improvement where it's like, yes, I need this in my life. It's just going to be like
a big facelift.
it's just a facelift.
Yeah.
It looks nice. You added some extra features for a little bit quicker interfaces, but is it necessary to get Windows 11? I don't think so.
I think they should have called it maybe not Windows 20 for like the 2020s, and then they do Windows 30.
Big Sur.
Windows Big Sur. With an all new name we just thought of. Big Sur.
Windows
High
10S.
Windows
Unfortunately, the S is already a name.
I was gonna say it's already a thing.
Yeah,
Isn't it like a
S-mode.
shakedown version of? Oh.
If you have Windows 10S, it's because your processor can't handle full Windows 10, and it won't let you download anything out of the App Store. It's not in the App Store. Sorry.
Why didn't you just get a Chromebook at that point?
Yeah.
Or just buy a MacBook?
Yeah.
It's only
You might
4
as well
times
just
as
buy
more
a Mac
expensive.
now.
I don't know. Are you guys a fan of this update overall?
I am. Overall, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm like in
Meh.
between. I'm like a diagonal. Like some of the things are cool.
I'm like, we're here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like I don't see it being negative in any way, but like I'm not like I don't want to rush home and download this tonight.
Yeah.
Like
What-
I'll wait for it to auto install overnight.
What jazzes you about it?
I think it's just the fact of the facelift, because I mean, for me, it has to be something like that because I don't use Windows in this way like I used to. I'd say if I was still gaming on on my PC or something, this would be way bigger than me because of all the all the upgraded features. But since I'm probably not going to see this for maybe ever with my work computer, it's not that big. I just think it looks cool.
I mean, the government still uses like XP, Vista, 95, DOS.
Yeah, I know my mom's on like 7.
Oh my god.
I'm still very confused on the gaming portion of it. And it's
Yeah.
like because your graphics card's already gonna do all those settings if you're gaming.
Yeah, I don't think it's aimed necessarily towards that though, because there's gaming implemented, like there's the gaming aspect implemented into like the operating system, because you can still play certain games and they still have that as a section, but it's not for the people that like built specific gaming computers.
Are we sure though?
It's got to be.
I clocked out. I don't know anything about
Well,
this.
because like my thing is like they literally they made it about Skyrim, which you need a decent PC to play Skyrim. It's a heavy game.
Sure, right, but I mean there are a lot of games that can't play just off your processor, and it needs certain things like
so
that.
like it's gonna be a bigger improvement for a non-gaming PC.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's
a
aimed
regular
towards,
premium computer. Like if you get an HP Envy,
it's not aimed towards you.
Yeah.
It's aimed towards like if Christian wanted to play games on his work laptop.
I can play Minesweeper
Like
in
if-
HDR.
Like if you have
Auto HDR.
if you have an i7, like just regular HP Envy kind of thing, this will make your game
Right.
look prettier.
God, could you
That-
imagine?
that's what I'm
Not-
assuming.
Not,
Yeah, yeah.
not if you like if you don't have a 2070 or
Right.
something, a dedicated graphics card. Yeah.
Could you imagine Minesweeper with ray tracing? It'd be dope.
It
Why?
wouldn't change.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It
We
wouldn't
thought
be any different.
Explosion would be so much cooler. Yeah, I did feel like this whole presentation was aimed at as wide of an audience as possible. So like, I'm curious.
Man.
Not that I care, but I'm curious what the underhood changes are going to be on this. Like some
It's
like
smaller.
performance updates, things like that.
4%.
4%. Also, that guy presenting like the main one that we saw at the end there, it's like they tried to get him to practice it beforehand, and he's like, "I got this," and just like winged it, just went out there and winged it,
He didn't
and
do
he's
that
like,
bad.
"Okay, so this truncated version of the video, not as bad, but like I watched a little bit of it live, it was kind of cringe." a little bit.
They're all cringe.
They are, but I mean,
Not
Apple's. I mean, Apple's was like the least cringe, but it still had some cringe in it, just a little bit,
Yeah.
Samsung's like max cringe, like
Yeah. That's
cringe
just-
through the pain.
Please stop.
Yeah, you can't watch those anymore.
And you can't watch this show anymore because I think we're
Final
done
episode.
here.
Final episode.
Oh yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
We out of here.
It's been a ride. Appreciate you guys
No,
sticking
we're
along.
not done.
90
We're not
episodes
done.
deep.
We're lying. Thanks everyone for tuning into another episode of the PhoneBuzz Podcast. You can also watch us on YouTube if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like. It really does help us out. Hit us up on Twitter at PhoneBuzz, and that is PH1BUZZ, and catch all the latest news and announcements from the show. If you're feeling froggy, take a leap on over to our Patreon. Links will be in the description below. See you in the next one. My name is Evan Krause.
I'm Zach Whitney.
I'm Christian Crawford.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Peace.